Just want y'all to look at this right quick. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's today's votes. Ran a community poll on my YouTube channel. Most votes we've ever gotten, by the way. So the channel's growing. 25 people voted. 25. Look at the vote lineup. Look at the percentages. We got 20% for Psycho Dream. We got 20% for Gradius 3. This is spread amongst 25 retro gamers, by the way. Close call. 28% on Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. But the winner, Mark Davis, the Fishing Master. 32% out of 25 votes. It's absolutely insane. So today, Jakey B plays a little Marky D in the Fishing Master. So that's what's about to happen today. That's thanks to you guys. You wanted this. You voted for it. All of you apparently know that the tug is the drug. Well, lucky for you, I'm a fisherman in real life. I'm a fisherman in game life. I'm about to show you guys how to rip some lips like Mark Davis. On Mark Davis, the Fishing Master. Welcome to Retro Survivor. Let me know in the chat if you are lurking, you are here. Let me know. We will get started today. Guys, if you remember from last week, here's what we got. We got Super Off-Road the Baja has already left us. Uniracers has already left us. Super Off-Road is still in. Gradius 3 is in. Mark Davis, if you notice closely, there is not a save state emblem on Mark Davis. So you might say that Marky D is on the chopping block, but I think if you watch today's gameplay, you will change your mind about that. If you watch Rob from Retro Years gameplay, you might want to send him home because Rob can't catch fish. But that is a user error, as you will see today. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, one of my favorite childhood games, stays. Nobody vote for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I will lose my mind. Bubsy, all of you can vote that mongoose out. I do not like Bubsy. He can leave. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, still in the running. One of my favorites. Really enjoy it. You guys debate in the comments on why he should show up. Blackthorn, my buddy James, who's been a watcher of this channel for a long time, he messaged me on X and said, whoa, why is Blackthorn not in the community poll? Has he already went home? I missed last week's episode. I said, my buddy James, if Blackthorn went home, you would have seen a meltdown video on your feed. Have you seen a meltdown video on your feed, brother? No. Well, he hadn't went home yet because I would freak out. I'd freak out. Psycho Dream, still in the running. English translation released last year is why I'm including it in this season's Retro Survivor. If you guys are just now joining, man, Rob is in the chat. He says, let's freaking go. Let me slide that chat up a little bit, make sure I can see everybody. There we go. He says, let's freaking go. If you hook the first fish, I'm going to crash out. Get ready to crash, buddy. Get ready to crash. Buckle up that seatbelt because it might just happen. Rob flooding the comments with some fish. Hey, 4 fish only? You only think I'm going to catch 4 fish? Buddy, you haven't seen anything. Ayo. My boy Michael B is in the chat. If you guys are joining a little bit late, let me tell you why we are wearing the getup in which we are wearing today. We started off with a little Fishing Master voting. We had a community poll, and you will not miss these community polls that I post every Monday if you are subscribed to the channel, by the way. But we had 25 votes again, which is the channel is growing. It's the most votes that we've ever gotten. It's a good thing. And I don't know if you guys are a fan of the show, you're just a fan of Marky D, but either way, I'm going to take it. It's the most votes we've ever gotten, and I'm going to honor that today by playing a little Mark Davis, the Fishing Master. So without further ado, we got some fish to catch, ladies and gentlemen. We got some fish to catch. The only thing with my getup today, guys, is I normally have a big floppy hat. So I live in Louisiana. The sun's really bad and I'm a ginger. So if I'm out in the sun for more than 5 or 10 minutes, I will burn. It's highly unfortunate. I hope my sun don't get my skin. But anyway, that's why I got the freckers. Anyway, my big floppy hat is at my parents' house, who has the pond, who I normally fish at. So I had to grab my hunting hat. But either way, this is a Drake fishing shirt. Pulled it out the closet. If you know ball, you know ball. But okay, Mark Davis, the fishing master. Let me show Rob from Retro Years how to catch some fish. Here we go. Let me turn it on some gameplay. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Me and Mark Davis about to look this lake, son. We about to catch. Look at that big old bass. He's holding one of many. Let me turn my TV up. I want to make sure that I got to hear the elements. I got to know which way the wind's going. I got to hear the water. I want to be relaxed as I play. This is just like real life fishing, guys. I want to make sure I'm relaxed. We're good to go on the water. I want to hear that boat motor. I want to be relaxed today. We're going to go tournament. We're going to mess around and go tournament. Let's go ahead. Do I have to register for the race or can I just start? I gotta register. I have played this, guys. If you check on my channel, I have a review of Mark Davis, the Fishing Master. However, it is earlier in my channel days, and I have a giant portion of my face covering up the thumbnail. I have no idea why I thought that was a good idea. But the video content's good. Go check it out. It'll tell you all you need to know about Mark Davis. Of course, I'm not going to show you my secret fishing holes, but it'll show you some of my techniques. This is Mark Davis greeting us. He's giving us the rules of the tournament. We don't care about that. We're going to catch the biggest fish and the most fish, and that's how we're going to win the tournament. Don't tell me about no rules. I don't hear about no rules. Let's get through. Can't even skip through? Can't even get through the rules? We got to hear the lecture? Got to hear the lecture. Okay. Repeat rule. No. I know how to fish. I know how to fish. Loving this shop setup, by the way. I don't know if you guys have played this game, but man, this looks very bright and crisp. Looks like something that wouldn't be a fishing game on the Super Nintendo. It looks like a new, brightly pixel art indie game. But it's Mark Davis. You can expect the top quality from Mark Davis, the Fishing Master. Oh, whoa! Is this my cart, bro? What's my cart doing? Hold on, guys. We have some technical difficulties. It couldn't handle that. Well, let's go ahead and restart. Hold on, everybody. Let me get this restarted and we're going to catch some fish, I promise. Might have to give the cart a old clean it off a little bit. We are playing with actual carts, actual hardware, and sometimes that happens when you're playing with 30-year-old gear. All right, let me catch up on that chat. Hey, yo, I got a baby napping in my arms watching Retro Survivor. The dad guy, my man. We got a bunch of dad gamers in the chat. Michael B being one of them. All right, let's go ahead and re-register. Shouldn't have to. They should know my image when I walk up. They should know me, Jake, the ultimate fisherman. Don't need to register. Should have just a picture of me on the wall, son. Retro Years says, dude, there are gremlins out and about today. Yeah. Rob from Retro Years also had some technical difficulties on his on a stream. But it worked out for the viewers because we turned off Mario and turned on Mark Davis. So it worked out. It was actually what happened is me. I'm a faithful viewer of my friends that like to stream. I like to catch up on everybody that's streaming, see what they're doing. And I'm watching the stream, and I've collected 8,000 channel points. 8,000. I don't know if you guys know, but that's a lot. It's more than 7,000. And I saved them up on my Onsum. And I cashed them in like Edge with a Money in the Bank briefcase. I cashed them in. In an epic moment where I said, hey, Rob, now's the time. Mark Davis, the fishing master. Let's see it. And so he was forced to play Mark Davis, the fishing master, in front of his crowd. But he was playing Mario to begin with because it's Mario Day, but he was trying to get out of it. But I don't know if it was God himself or just the Mark Davis's ghost, somebody made things right, and Mario was not working for him technically, so then he had to swap over to Mark Davis. So we got the lead. Let's go ahead and buy some baits. I don't want a deep crankbait. I like a shallow crankbait. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Shallow crank. That's what we need, boys. We're gonna want something. It depends. Okay, you got no ball. It depends what kind of weather you're in and what kind of area you're in for the color to matter. But I don't really know where we're going. Part of it. Can I help you find something? Yeah, I just bought me 10 crankbaits. You should be able to help me find anything I want. I'm a loyal paying customer and I got a pocket full of cash. I'm ready to see. Oh, wait a minute. We want the longboard, boys. I don't think a jerkbait is the time nor the place. I'm going to need, what are we in, spring or summer? Stick bait, popper, which got different colors. I'm going to need a few of them. Let me get a few of them. Alright, rig. You can't beat a good jig head, bro. You just can't beat a good jig head. Let me grab a few of those. Might mess around and catch some brim. Catch some crappie. Never know. Unlike Rob. See, Rob, my man, he walked in with one worm. Bro, one worm? That ain't gonna do it. What happens when you lose that worm? And a big fish, well, not in your case, but, or a tree on the back cast. What happens then? You just out there in the water with one worm? Nah. Cover jig. Where are the... Oh, boy, I like noise. I like fishing with noise. Some people like fishing with worms, food type baits. I like fishing with noise. I like to annoy the fish enough because usually, in my experience, this is my personal experience, when I'm bass fishing, largemouth bass fishing, and if I'm trying to catch that big boy, I know that there's an 8-pounder out there. Not 8 pounds, I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit. If I know there's like a 5 or 6 pounder out there in my parents' pond, he's going to bite at a spinnerbait or a crank, or a spinnerbait or a buzz bait. It starts getting a little warm. He's already a little agitated anyway. So Louisiana heat, a little noise in his vicinity. It's going to be annoyed. You say, let me just tune that crap out. Let me bite it. So let me go ahead and put you guys on some ball right quick. Yeah, we're going to need some of that. We're going to need, oh, we might want to swap it up. We don't know what colors we're dealing with. We don't know the area we're dealing with. Yes, sir. Ooh, we got a 1/4 ounce. And then we got a 1/2 ounce. Again, not sure where we're going today. But we want enough in the tackle box that we don't have to make another trip. I'm going to shoot you dead straight. I'm somebody, I've grown up fishing a little bit. I got a lot more into it last year. I have no idea what a pork bait is. Somebody can let me know in the chat because I really don't know. Ooh, what we want? What kind of rod we need? Spinning rod, bait rod. That's only 2 options. Let's go. I don't know if the button layout is different on either one, but your boy uses a spinning rod, so we're going to go ahead and buy one of them's. Oh, a boat. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, you think I'm going to be out there slacking? I'm going to be out there not in my get-up? Bro. Rob says, the ghost of Mark Davis haunts my Retroid Pocket G. That's canon now. It is canon. Marky D swooped down the ghost of him and invaded your rocket. Not your rocket. Your Retroid Pocket. I don't know what that is. Some kind of emulator. I use that Anbernic. But he infiltrated your Retroid Pocket. And he made it to where we all got to enjoy a little bit more Mark Davis today. And we watched you make a fool of yourself. Okay, moving right along. Windbreaker. Dude, how nice is this? I need that. Let me buy my boat first. I don't want to be out there with a jacket and no boat. How silly would that be? Bro, we're talking 48K? What? That's not going to happen. Oh, let me get an explanation of your prices. Let's go back to that. The boat has 90 horsepower. Okay, that was in the description, lady. Tell me something I don't know. What do you know? You just read off yours. Oh, they don't have a screen, so let's see. Do I need some gloves? I gotta have my windbreaker, boys. Gotta have my pink windbreaker. I got a little 90s out there. Let's get out of here. Let's go fishing. Stage 1. It's May. Oh, dude. We are about to destroy with these sound baits. Entry fee, $300. How much am I going to need? I don't care how much you get in. How much am I going to need? What am I going to need? I'm not doing that. So if you look at the top right, that's what time, that's the arrival, and then the little emojis are your weather. What you're facing weather-wise. I'm going to go kind of far off the beaten path. If we're in a tournament, I don't want to be fighting a crowd, you know? Ooh, this little canal right there, I might go for that. Oh, look, you see them trees out the water right there? Boom, that's going to be where they're at. Oh, I should have. Never mind. Everybody delete what you just saw. I don't want you to see my secret fishing hole. All right, let me try to remember the... I have not played this since my review, which is literally months ago. So let me get back locked in. Tie lure. Oh, yeah. Got to put our lure on. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. Chain lures. Let's go ahead and let's hit him with a spinner bait right here, boys. Attach. We don't need a trailer. Don't need a trailer. Change accessories. Got my windbreaker on. Oh, we're chilling. We're so chilling, boys. Oh, it's on.
I'm not dead.
Lost lure! Okay, am I supposed to get it? Oh, no. You got to get it below the water line there. Let me reattach your lure. Come on, about to fish with no lure. Hold on. Hold on. That's why we brought multiple. I'm going to be like Rob and just bring one worm in. Not rookies. We know what we're doing. And we're going to exit. I now remember that you have to time it just right with the water. Oh, I went too far again, bro. Miscast. Okay, we didn't lose our lure. Oh, that's good. That's good. Real nice. Okay. Son of a gun. Hey, first hook. They're biting today. They're biting. That's what we like to see. I read the horsepower as hit points for the boat. Oh, dear goodness, Michael B. Come on. That's embarrassing. I don't know if I'd have typed that in the comments if I were you. Just lost a bit of man points right there. Ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't gonna lie to you, boss. Don't you dare catch a fish. Ooh, first cast lost a lure. Man, who does that? I don't know the controls. It's not about not being able to fish. Hold on. Focus here. There is a fish right there. Let me get a little close. Hold on. Let me get a little closer to that. That stick in the water, that tree in the water. Oh, shoot. Got a little too close. Let me get on this side of it. Oh, he's definitely right there. I know he's right there. Oh, I know he's hiding out. Maybe he's a big one. He's hiding from me like this. Bro, that was a perfect cast, first of all. All right. Dude, I need some 90s country behind me right now. That would just be the vibe. Okay, here we go. See if we can lure him behind that tree. I know he's chilling there. Oh, I know he wants to bite it. He is sitting there just biting his fingernails, just wanting to come out behind that rock and bite it. All right, I might need to come back. Or I might need to, let me go ahead and touch that. No, I'm going to try it one more time. And then I'm going to hit it with that buzz bait. We're going to make him come out. That was perfect cast. It was right on the log, bro. How can we do a side cast? Can we do a side cast? No. How do I change cast? Over. Okay, there we go. Pitching. Over. There we go. Oh, perfect cast, Jake. There we go. Gotta let that spinnerbait go a little deeper on them. Okay. Let's change baits, change lures. Let's see. This might be a crankbait situation. I don't know how deep the water is. How am I supposed to know? I'm gonna say it's probably a shallow crank area. I don't look that deep. All right, Marky D, you're supposed to hit me up with your knowledge, bro. You're supposed to share your knowledge. Oh, where's he at? I know he's there. Should we go deep crankbait? Let's try something different. Let's try a little something different. The first ever cast I threw out there, my boy hit that spinnerbait pretty hard. I know he's right here. I know he is. Buzz baits make noise closer to the top of the water, so I like how it follows actual real life logic right here. That's very enjoyable. I think we gotta go back spinner. All right, and if this don't work, I don't get a bite right here. I gotta change spots. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. Here, let's go ahead and throw it out there. Everybody be quiet. Shh, 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 shh. I think I mentioned this earlier. You don't actually have to be quiet because fish don't really care that much. But I didn't realize that. And all the times when I was a kid, when my dad told me to shush, really it was just so I would shut up. Not that the fish cared. And I didn't figure that out till I was an adult. So, dad trick, Michael B. Oh, no! I'll get him. I'll get him. I'll get him. He can't hide forever. I knew he wanted that spinnerbait. I knew it. Sometimes you got to trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Here we go. He's right near the bank. Oh, that's sorry, sucker. That's sorry, no good two-timing sucker right there. Oh, that was bad cast. Come on. Dang it. Cannot believe I missed him. Let's try a different spot. We know that they're biting, though. This is what I was telling Rob. You need to go ahead and see if I can throw between them two logs right there. Oh, this is promising. Not it. What else would work? Let's go deep crankbait. See, we're not catching anything right now, boys, but that's why it's called fishing. And like I've said plenty of times, there's no wasted day on the lake. Even if you don't catch anything, it's a great day out on the lake. Weather's beautiful. It's a nice 85 degrees outside. We're getting a little tan on. We got our 90s windbreaker on. I mean, come on. We are the epitome of dadness. I got to get closer to one of those, one of these sticks right here. They're not sticks. They're basically trees, but let me go ahead. Overcast, I knew it. Let me see if I can sneak on in there. Yes, sir. No, it's not good. If you can't see the emblems of the tree on the screen, not a good sign. Are the trees closer to me? Do I need to do a different cast? Maybe. Let's try that. Yeah, let's do a side cast, maybe. Oh, no, that wasn't it. I gotta go back to the spinnerbait, I think. Maybe they're just not right here. Where are they at? Tournament's not looking good, boys. Tournament is not looking good. Hey, we gotta stay in it, though. We gotta stay in it. Almost as embarrassing as losing a lure on the first cast, but what do I know? Stay in the past. Be patient. Be patient. There's gonna be one day where I'm gonna take my son fishing, and he's gonna have to know that you don't always catch a fish on your first cast, my friend. Oh, that's exactly where we wanted it to be right there. I think a shallow crank right there in that spot is going to be money. I think that's going to be it. Let's see. Change rules. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I know he's right there. I know there's a fish right there. There can't not be a fish right there. Well, it kind of wouldn't make sense, Rob, if we're if we're fishing the same lake, maybe they're just not biting. Maybe I was a little too harsh on you. I mean, if this is the same lake, maybe they're not biting. That could be it. Ooh, are we hunting a dam right here? Interesting. I don't know about that. I don't feel good about it. Let's go. That's just where we were. Let's go right here. Seems like a pretty good spot. Oh, they gotta be they have to be bedding up right here. There's not a doubt in my mind. Hold on, I know I miscast. I'm trying to go side cast. They are for sure bedding right here. Miscast on what? That's gonna be it. Come on, just need a bite. Just need a little bite, a little nibble. Give me something. Give me a little something. Make sure y'all out here. Maybe I should have put a trailer on my own. I don't know what that emoji is, Rob. I got my sunglasses on. I can't see as good. Hold on. Nothing. Come on. Why are they not bedded up right here? They gotta be. It only makes sense. What do you mean miscast, my friend? That's right. That's perfect. I'm throwing it exactly how I want to. Right in between them. Maybe they're all next to the bank. Maybe I need to go next to the bank. Hold on. Let's try that. Next to the bank. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Shh. Nothing. Where the fish at? Alright. I'm gonna have to go to my secret honey hole. Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go. Yeah, let's go here. I'm gonna go in this little bye right here. This little bye. where the river comes in. This has got to be it. Miscast my butt.
I'm up.
Lost lore! I literally threw that. What else could you want from me? Mark Davis, teach me your ways. I want to know your ways. Okay, here we go. Bro, what on this earth? Okay, here we go. It's going to be in that tree line right there. No. I know he's right there. I know it. Let's go side. I wonder what he's going to bite, because it's not the spinnerbait. Because he is right there. There's no doubt about it. Do you think he sees my pink windbreaker? I think that's messing him up. You would think that would make him want to jump in the boat and be like, can I join you guys? Look how much swag you got. You would think. Oh, maybe we just need to use good old-fashioned straight work, huh? Huh? Let's try it out. Attach. Here we go. Using the worm. Using the worm. Whoa. What up with that? That was not where I casted it. Oh, okay, yeah. Different types of... Okay, hold on. Oh, no. Come on, it's delicious. Y'all can't hold out forever. I know y'all be hungry. I know you hungry. Come on, eat this crankbait, son. About to lose a lure. Let's go side cast this one. That's what we want right there. No! There's no way he's not right there. There's no way. I don't want to believe otherwise. Let's throw it a little farther down right here. Okay. But a deep crankbait do it. Deep crankbait. Not gonna give up. No, that's what we're using, right? Yeah. That's what we're using. I gotta get close to the bank. Right there. Miscast. That I don't understand.
I'm up.
Dadgummit. Lost my lure. Slow up, ladies. Alright, let's entice him. Let's put a trailer on that bad boy. We're gonna entice him a little bit. Whoa, at the wind, bro. Let's go somewhere else. At the wind. Let's see if we can go right here. Right on the bank. Nope. Bro, where are they at? Another throw around over here. Where they gotta be nesting somewhere. Where are they nesting? Where they bedded up? Fix my camera right quick. Come on, check me out. Camera. Obey. It's gonna have to be good enough. Quiet on the course. I don't know what's going on. I guess the cows are laying down. Old wives' tale back in Louisiana, if the cows are laying down, the fish aren't biting. If the cows are standing up, that means the fish are biting. And that was as true as it ever could be growing up. I mean, you could pretty much bet on that. My parents grew up on a cow farm, is why that's relevant. So, therefore, I grew up on a cow farm. It's a cow farm. There's going to be cows outside. No trees over here, neither. I gotta have something to play about. Have a little scenery. I don't want to go that far. I'm going to be all day in my boat, son. I'm going to be all day in my boat. Oh, we're right here. That's where they're at. That's where they're at. Guys, you can go digging on my X page, and you will see. Why am I throwing it so far, bro? You will see some fish that I have caught back when I was playing this game for the review. I had that bug. Just to go fishing IRL. So I was fishing during the day IGL for Mark Davis Fishing Master, and then I'd come home and I would play IGL. So I fished all day long. And that's one of my favorite things to do. Nope. Not even a bite. Dude, I'm not even getting a nibble. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm not even getting a nibble. I didn't mean to back out. Like, I finally got to the place where I'm trying something totally different. Insanity is trying the same things over and over, expecting a different result. That's what my teachers used to say. Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Let's go over here. I feel like this we're about to cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. On the chat. Starting to think the main appeal of this game is the customization of all your stuff rather than actually catching fish. It's a true dad fishing simulator. If there's 3 games I know dads love, it's fishing games, golf games, and GoldenEye. Rob, go check out my review, bro. I can catch fish on this game. I don't know what it is today, bro. I don't know. There's not biting. The cows were sitting down. I done told you. They were sitting down. God already had it set up to where they weren't going to bite. How they are. I just wish I'd have known before I booted this up. There you go. When I first got in the game, somebody remind me. When I first got in the game, I got a few nibbles. Was I using a crankbait or was I using this spinnerbait? Somebody remind me. Oh no! I missed out. I knew he was right there. Hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. You're about to see it. Oh, I done got you figured out now, son. I know where you're at. Woo! Come on. Let me let that spinner drop on the ocean floor right quick, son. Let me get you out of your little cave. There is sweat on the back of my neck right now, boys. I'm getting goosies. But I swear, so Mark Davis, if it's a small fish, he'll say, it's a dink. And if he says that after all this work, I'm going to lose it. All right, here we go. I know he's right there. Oh, I preemptively set the hook. Probably scared him away. The one that got away. Oh, we getting him. We ain't going to let it go. He ain't getting away. Nah, I'm going to get away. Oh, son of a gun. I don't know if you can even click it fast enough if you're not playing on the actual hardware because there is some lag between screens. Rob made a good point. Because I remember, where was me and my wife at? We were taking some kind of trip, and I brought my Superboy with me on the trip. And so she was doing something today. It might have been like a pharmacy conference that she was doing. I don't know. She had to do something during the day. And so I was trying to waste time while she was gone and not ever playing in the room while she was there. I never did that. Anyway, so we're like in the hotel and I'm playing, and I remember the whole time I'm playing, the screen was right up on my face, my Superboy. I had it right next to my face because I was trying to focus in and not miss that setting the hook moment. Oh, I preemptively did it again. I think there's a way to fast reel. Wish I could remember that. A way to fast reel. But I just have this vivid picture of me in this hotel, my face against the Superboy, trying not to miss me setting the hook. Son of a gun. I know you're right there. I know you're right there. He's like, I've seen that before. Seen that lure before. Okay, we're going to try one more time, then we're going to swap. I might have to stare at my my Superboy here. I'm actually playing on my Superboy today. I might have to stare at it for a little bit of cut out that lag time. Because it is, I remember that when I made my review, it was, you better press it right the heck then, which is just like real life fishing. I mean, you can't wait for everybody to set the hook. All right, here we go, boys. Guys, I want to say that emblem was bigger. Was that a bigger emoji? Like a bigger emblem? I think that was a bigger one. Therefore, bigger fish. That's video game logic. Have you tried letting your lure sink way low? I think I see a co-stream in our future, both of us with Mark Davis running and spending some time on the lake catching nothing. I'd watch, chill back with a cooler of drinks. Bro, that is a vibe. As long as we got some good tunes, I'm in. I'm catching this fish. I'm not ending the stream till I catch the fish in the stream. Dude, we get some Joe Diffie behind us, some Kenny Chesney, some Tim McGraw, some 90s Tim McGraw, not that new Tim McGraw. It's different. Some George Strait, some Alan Jackson, bro. We get that in the background and us just casting on the IGL lake together. Bro. Or Rob, I don't know what it'd be like for a California man to come over to Louisiana. Bro, you ever travel this way, you come on, bro. We will go fishing IRL. Not even joking. We will go fishing IRL. And we will have better luck than this, I promise, because I know a little bit more of what I'm doing. Four set hooks. Just in case. Just in case. All right, boys. Watch me set the hook and then somehow not really, man. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. That makes a nun want to cuss. Oh my gosh, dude. That is awful. All right, let me lock in. I'm locked in. Dude, it's so fast. It's so fast. IRL fishing is not like that. You have a little bit of time. I mean, they're not just gonna like poke the hook with a fin. I mean, they're gonna nibble at it. You got a little time. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna have to pick up. Oh, son of a gun! There's two fish. There are two right there. I knew one was bigger than the other one. I knew it. Boys. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to drop the controller. Again, today I decided to be on my Superboy, so I'm a little bit different today. I'm about to pick up my Superboy, play it handheld, and we're going to see if that helps. Cut out on that lag time. All right, here we go, boys. Oh, this is already feeling better. Hold on. Let me get comfortable. I'm always down for some Joe Diffie. Yeah, RIP, gone too soon. Ladies love a pickup man. If y'all need a cameraman, I chill on the boat with a cooler of drinks. Michael B, come on. Just no Buster talk, okay? But you're more than welcome. Just don't talk any Buster talk. Dude, that one was brutal. It's okay. It's okay. We're here now. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Let me look. Sorry, I was still trained to look up at my big screen. All right, let me look down at the Superboy here, and we are about to get him. He don't know that we just brought out the big guns. He has no idea. Oh, that time he didn't bite. He knows what's up. He knows I'm on to him. He knows. Hold on. You about to see it. Oh, close. Oh, that's just... Yeah, dude. So are you talking IRL fishing or are you talking IGL fishing, Rob? I need you to let me in on what you're talking about. Let me know, ball, right quick. Ever since I got my hand held out, now he wants to play games. He knows what's coming to him. I can't get any more on the nose than that, I don't think. I'm talking right as he bit it. That is crazy. I can't wait to go back and watch the stream and feel super embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. It's hard to embarrass me, though. But we're getting close. Dude, that one was brutal. Oh, yeah. I read that. Yeah, let me know if you're talking IGL or IRL, guys. I promise once I catch a fish, we will go to voting. I know that you guys got things to do. It's a weekday. But we will have a vote. You sorry sucker. At this point, I could go fish in a different spot, but it's a pride thing at this point. My pride's on the line, boys. My pride's on the line. Wait a minute. Is this messing up my vision? Hold on. Let's lock in. Bro, I can't press it any faster than that, I don't think. How was I doing this on the review? I had a bunch of, I was catching fish and I was, competing in the tournament. I wasn't doing so bad. So he's right in this cranny right here. Y'all heard me set the hook, he bit, set the hook. I'm kind of preemptively, so I used to play baseball. And once somebody throws about 90, they get to that crazy number, you have to start your swing as they're pitching. So I did one of those numbers and I was starting to set the hook. Dude, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right, here we go.
That's a good one.
There we go, boys. Come on. Bring him in. Bring him in. Keep him on the line. Come on. Better be a good fish, I swear. In that moment, Mark Davis can drop the fish. If he would have dropped him, I would have lost it. What we got weighing, boys? 2.5 pounder. Decent start. Too bad I'm about to catch about 4 more. That's how fishing goes. The tug is the drug. There was 2 here, if you guys remember. Oh, there he was. So he's in the bottom cranny right there. I gotta get him out of the bottom cranny. Let me fish this hole out, boys. Finally, yeah, it can be done. It can be done. You hear that timer? That's for the end of the tournament. So I'm probably not even gonna make it back to the dock. So I'm gonna catch this fish since I can't make it back to the dock. I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna catch this fish. All right, Mark Davis. Let me catch him right in that cranny. Right. It's going to be right.
It's a dink.
He said, it's a dink. Did you hear that? That means it's a small fish.
Oh no, he got away.
He got away! It was a dink! How'd he get away? It was a little old bitty thing. Bruh. Cannot believe that. Cannot believe it, boys. That is Mark Davis. Mark Davis, the fishing master. I did catch me a fish. It wasn't not how I would hoped, but we did catch a fish. Like I said, sometimes they're not biting, though. Sometimes they're not biting. Let me go ahead and grab that straw pole. I know y'all are waiting on a vote. Y'all got things to do today, I understand. Let me go ahead and grab that poll for you guys. We got a vote that we got to do. Successfully copied. All right. Let me go ahead and drop that in the chat, boys. Okay. Voting is live. Need you guys to go vote. Need you guys to go vote. Let me go ahead and pin it in the chat. I want you guys to lose it. Pin message. Straw poll is alive and well in the chat. It is alive and well in the chat. Come on, camera. Follow me a little bit. There we go. All right, everybody. One fish in 45 minutes. Yo, you lost the dinker. Yeah, Michael B., I lost the dinker, unfortunately. Hey, but at least I caught one. I don't remember Rob catching one. Do you guys remember that? You were just on stream. Do you got anybody have any recollection? I sure don't. But, man, I caught me one, and it was more so about, listen, it's not what's about on the hooks. It's about what's in the boat. The boys in the boat. That's what it's about. But I had a good time. And if I was to play a little bit more, I do remember being this extremely challenging. Like, my wife was talking to me and trying to have a conversation, and I got the Superboy to my face like this going, whoa, wait. Ah! And, like, I remember I was super locked in. So it is a pretty difficult game, but I did remember, I promise you this is going to sound crazy. I did remember getting into the flow of things, and I was starting to catch fish left and right. I mean, there was 45 minutes in between me losing my first lure on the first cast, and then I got 2 fish reeled in within a minute of each other, maybe. So, I mean, once you kind of get the feel of it, and you see the emblem, and you know when to react, it's just a feel. It's a feeling you get. So if you keep playing, Rob, you'll get the feel, because I kind of got at that first one. That second one wasn't near as hard. So if I was to keep going and fish different spots and I see that emblem, it's you know how to anticipate it. I do remember when I was reviewing it, being able to get into a flow of it. I do remember that. I'm trying to make a case for Mark Davis. I don't want to see him go home so soon. I don't want to see him go home so soon, boys. I don't remember Rob losing so many lures. That's practically throwing away money. Bro, they were like $3. Come on. It's not like it was your grandpa's lure that was made of actual wood and metal that cost $20 back in the day, and now it's probably worth $100. I mean, it was $3. We basically bought it at Dollar General. I mean, come on. I mean, if Dollar Tree sold a lure, that's probably the lure that we just got. I mean, I'm not so worried about it. It's probably why the fish weren't biting it. They're like, look, what kid drew on this piece of plastic in front of me? It's a piece of plastic that a kid drew on. You want me to bite it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so worried about losing that. That could have bought a Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But the cooler's full of Dr. Peppers. I've already got them stashed on the boat, my man. Why do I need one more when I got plenty? Think I'm going to go out on the water with no cold DPs? You know how many DPs I'm going to bring with me on the boat? I'm going to bring me 1 DP. What? 2 DPs. What? 3 DPs. What? Stone Cold reference for those not in wrestling. All right, everybody, the vote is open. Go vote. Vote out Bubsy, guys. We're here to vote Bubsy out. That's what we're here to do. Keep your sights set on Bubsy. I don't like Bubsy. Bubsy has annoying animations, death animations. I think that he's trying to be too much. You know that kid in class that was trying to be funny and he was a tryhard? That's Bubsy. He's a tryhard. Nobody likes him. He thinks he's funny, but he's not. The sprite is ginormous like Toy Story, like Woody in Toy Story. He gets hit by literally everything. And what's the story behind it? I have tried my darndest to figure out the story in Bubsy. It's it's literally these aliens lost their yarn on this planet and they're called woolies and they're here to try to take back the world's yarn. It's some kind of nonsense like that. Like you just try to think about it and you're like, eventually you just have to say, I'm the good guy. I'm the good mongoose. These other people are bad. Collect the little dangly things. Don't think too much about it. Good guy, bad guy, collect the thon. Just go. Don't ask about the lore. It doesn't make any sense. And and I know that a lot of Super Nintendo game lore doesn't make sense, but at least there's an attempt at logic. But with this little mongoose, there's no logic. And it's not even vibes. It's just annoyance. So we got to get Bubsy out. Bubsy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bubsy eviction. Okay, Super Off-Road is in it, guys. Gradius 3. Gradius 3. I think it's Gradius 3. Mark Davis, the fishing master. So if you remember, last week, my buddy Rob showed up on this show and wanted to save Mark Davis and saved him. You guys might have had him on the chopping block. But Rob come in here and he said, not today. We're going to stick him around for one more day. He can go home today, though. The save state is only a week long. And you say, well, that's not enough power. But I'm telling you guys, I've watched enough Survivor. I've watched enough Big Brother. If one person is planning to go home and they end up sliding by, it changes everything. They could go under the radar for 2 or 3 more weeks. Next thing you know, they're in the finals. It just throws everybody's plans for a loop. It's a big deal. Because then people might use that to take out a heavy hitter, which I think they did last week because Mark Davis was probably on the chopping block. They take out Uniracers. Dude, nobody was expecting Uniracers to go home. Rob comes in here with the save state. Boom. We're in here, fishing shirt on, playing Mark Davis. Uniracers are sitting at the house. They're on the couch watching the show. And that's how that works. Also, that's probably going to be something that I want to have every season of the show. So if you guys know some more retro streamers, I'm bad about not watching other streamers on YouTube and Twitch. I try to find them on X. I think that's my main thing. It's not that I'm not willing to watch them. I just don't know who does it and where they are. So if you guys can point me in the right direction, there's some other people that do content similar to what I do. I don't mind reaching out to them and maybe have another guest appearance. I think that would be fun. I got 1 or 2 in mind for next season that can maybe show up on the show and put a little razzle dazzle. They're not going to touch Rob's promo, but they can come in for a surprise guest cameo. I think that'd be fun. And that way we'll have 2 audiences kind of come together and have a vote. I think that'd be fun. I read that. Pro tip, try hooking Dr. Pepper as a lure and see what you catch. You're going to catch me, my man. You will catch me. I will be on that hook, getting pulled all the way to the boat. If it's a warm Dr. Pepper, you'll catch electric is what you'll do. That's an inside joke for some of my friends. Got this guy named Electric that usually watches the stream, and he is a fan of warm Dr. Pepper, so y'all pray for him. It's probably the most disgusting thing. It's crazy how a cold Dr. Pepper and a warm Dr. Pepper is light and darkness. It's a really great thing and a really awful thing. Make sure you vote, people. Make sure you vote. Guys, we got some people watching the show, but we got some people not voting. I love my lurkers out there. I love my people that watch, but I need some people that like to vote because this is the voting portion of this show. You decide who makes it to the end. You decide who's going to make it further in Retro Survivor. You decide that right now on the straw poll in the comments. You do it. Go vote. It's 1 click away. You can have the power. It comes with great responsibility, but you can have the power. My boy Lucas, No Bass Pro Shops hat. Oh, No Bass Pro Shop. Hey, let me put you on some game, Lucas. Let me put you on some game, bro. I'm from Louisiana. This is Tabasco. Tabasco headquarters is here in Louisiana. Anything with flavor is here in Louisiana because, dang it, we might be the last in infrastructure, last in education, last in health, but dang it, we can cook. That's what Louisiana has. We have the best restaurants. We got the best cooks, best tasting food, and I'll die on that hill. I'll die on it. Awful government, awful everything. We can eat. We know how to eat. one of many. Canes, Raising Canes, Popeyes, all these like chains that are good. Louisiana, bro. All the spices that you use in your cabinet that you probably use in all your foods, bro. Check where they're made. The boot. That's where they're made. Sauces, spices, the good stuff. Louisiana. Telling you stop here on your travels, we'll fix you up. Make you some gumbo, some jambalaya, and you'll come home and you'll be like, babe, we got to move. They eating good over there in Louisiana. We got to move. Any good seafood? Bro, that's what we known for, bro. Lucas, any good seafood? Come on. Let me talk to you right now. We in crawfish season, son. Ooh, boy, crawfish. So good. It's a delicacy here. Delicacy. Now, you're going to break the bank a little bit when you spend it or when you go eat it. Because I think right now they're $4 a pound, which if I just want to taste something and kind of satiate my hankering, 5 pounds will be okay. So, but normally I'm a 10-pound type guy. So talking $4 a pound, $40 plus tax, got to take my wife out. We talking $100 meal. Crawfish is a little expensive. It's the only thing bad about crawfish. Dude, crawfish is so good. You can look one up. You'll see a picture of it on Google. You're like, absolutely freaking not. That's disgusting. Until you've had it. Until you've tried it. I'm telling you. When you know ball, you'll never go back. When you know how to eat crawfish, dude, I'm telling you, top 3 food. This is somebody that loves to eat. Top 3 food of all time. Yeah, dude. Shrimp, crawfish. Crab is more of an East Coast thing. So we have them here. I'm assuming that they're shipped from somewhere because I've never been anywhere around here unless you go all the way to the Gulf. But I'm more in the middle of the state. It's still not bad. It's like a 3.5-hour drive, something like that, to the coast. There might be shrimp in the Gulf. I think it's mainly on the East Coast, so I don't think that that's fresh. I like crabs, but it's one of those things, like it's just kind of it tastes like you're eating a bass. Like it just don't have a lot of flavor. It's just like good, rich white meat, but it's just not a whole lot of pizzazz in there. But crawfish, dude, it is like, it's potent. So much flavor, so much juice, so much spice. And I like it when your nose is running. Bro, when I'm eating crawfish and I'm peeling them and my sinuses get opened up, that's when I know it's good. I'm doing that, talking to somebody. Yeah, it was a good day at work. And you kind of doing that. That's when it's some good crawfish, bro. When it's that spicy. Let me talk to you. Yeah, dude, crawfish is over here. Crawfish is like the most work to get the tiniest bit of food. Bro, get out of here, bro. You're not getting it, Michael B. That's your buster mindset. That's the buster mindset. You're not getting it. It's a social gathering. It's a social gathering. But that's how we are in Louisiana. Dude, you want to, here in our culture, bro, it is just an eating is a party, and a party is a eating. Let me explain something to you. So when I say the words fish fry, you think, okay, well, we are frying fish for dinner. We're frying fish. Not here. A fish fry is, yes, the menu item is fried fish. But when I say a fish fry, that's a party. When I say, hey, me and my folks are having a fish fry, you need to come over. Hey, we didn't just like, it's not a Thursday night, we're sitting at the dinner table, we're being all formal. It's, hey, we're having a party, cold DPs on tap, music's up loud, block party, fish fry. And we're all walking around, listening to music, playing yard games, throwing cornhole. We're having a good time. We're having fried fish. Same thing with crawfish. Bro, especially if you go catch them live, or you're catching them yourself, or you got somebody that knows how to cook them right. And then you get a long wooden picnic table. Let me talk ball to you. Let me go to confession. Let me talk ball. You go to a long picnic table, right? You get that giant pot. You pour it on the picnic table from one end to the other. You got your whole family or all your boys sitting around, and you guys are all, again, you're listening to music, you're vibing, you're talking about a golf game, talking about what's on ESPN, you're talking about the kids, dude, and you're just eating crawfish, and you're just hanging out, you're vibing. It's an event. It's an event. Like, yeah, it's some work, but is it work when you're having fun? And plus, every one of those bites, even though that they're small, and I probably will argue this, that the crawfish here are probably bigger than wherever you've had because they're native here. So we're talking we ain't talking no dinkers. We talking some big boys. One's big enough where you can eat the claws out of them, son. They look like small lobsters. You'll get you would get them confused if we had lobsters back in the day at Walmart still. You would get them confused with that. You would get them confused. All right. Oh yeah, man. I've had some Louisiana cooking and crawfish at a crawfish shack. So Michael B, you was in the boot and didn't say nothing. Thought we was boys, bro. Thought we was boys. All right, let's go back to the voting is open. Let me go check on that chat. Or let me go check on that voting right quick. Make sure everybody's not just lurking. We need some votes, guys. I'm letting you have the power here. I'm letting you have the power, and you're not even going to want to click and go vote? Come on, guys. Be a part of it. Be a part of something. Let me go check the results. All you might have voted. I might have just cut a heel promo for no reason. Yeah, we got some votes in there. All right. Everybody, I'm going to give you just another moment, just in case you haven't voted. Let everybody vote. Man, if you want to catch up with me on X, X is where I'm most active. X is where you're going to see a little bit of my personality. You're going to see upcoming content from my YouTube channel. You're going to just see some jokes, I usually interact, or I talk about new gaming retro news that comes out. I'll make comments about it, and I'll tweet some stuff. So you really want some more content, go to X. That's where I'm most active. YouTube is just where I put my reviews and Retro Survivor, obviously. So, man, go vote. Give you guys just another moment, and we are going to wrap this up. Oh, we got another vote coming in. Okay. Man, I'm going to give another moment because we just got 2 more votes. Okay. Looks like we got some last-minute voters. I'm going to give you guys just one more moment. Hey, really think about where you're voting. This matters a lot because next week, they're gone. And they have no more shot at winning Retro Survivor. Do you understand that? They can't be in the winner's circle. Yeah, I was down in Monroe for a few days for work about 6 years ago. Bro, Monroe's like 35, 40 minutes from me, bro. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to say which direction. I like a little privacy. But Michael B., if you've ever to DM me, bro, yeah, you come back in this area, we'll get together. We'll bro out. I'll show you some crawfish. I'll show you to a good spot. That way you're not having them little baby crawfish. You're getting some good ones. I'll tell you local spots. But anyway, man, everybody go vote. Give you guys just another moment, and we are going to have our eviction time where we get somebody, we kick them to the road. We actually put them on a boat and send them out, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. I'm going to end the vote right now. Here, let me go grab the poll. Go end it right now. Don't want any last minute votes. All right, here we go. The votes are in. Oh, I still got my immunity on Mark Davis here, and the boat's going. Why is the boat already going? Hold on. Let me get my immunity off Mark Davis. He's not immune no more. Okay, there we go. So the votes are in, guys. You have made your voice known just like you did yesterday, and I really do appreciate when you guys vote and are part of the show. Yesterday, we had 25 votes. It's the most votes we've ever had. Again, that just means the show's growing. That means more people are involved. It means more people care about it. And that's thanks to you guys. So appreciate that. 25 votes yesterday. We don't have as many today, but we do got some votes, and we do have a winner. I guess you want to say loser because this person's going to be evicted here tonight. And I think first we got to start off with a little bit of, hold on. Get that fire going. Got to set the mood. Here we go. Everybody, hey, sit around, come around the fire. Michael B, Rob, Electric, DDR, anybody in the chat, newbies, everybody, come on. Contestants, we're all going to sit around the fire. I got to make my announcement. This is from the people at home. This is from the viewers. This is from all those retro gamers out there with an opinion. They have informed me nostalgia didn't get in the way. They were clear and sober-minded, and they have come up with a vote, and I got in the cue card in front of me, and whoever I say, again, on this island, you're going to pack up your things. You're going to tear down your lean-to, tear down camp, pack it all up in your bug-out bag again, say your goodbyes. You're going to come back to the fire. We're going to put you on the boat out of here. You got 5 minutes. Here we go. Without further ado, the contestant the Super Nintendo game that's going home today from Retro Survivor is my red X. Mark Davis, the fishing master. Mark Davis, I gave you my best. You had Rob cut an absolute banger promo for you, my friend. But unlike Super Black Bass and other fishing games that people are nostalgic for, you're more one of those, I don't want to say hidden gems, but you're one of those more obscure titles out there. And I thought I could give you your moment to shine to win some people over. But in today's video, you saw it's a lot of fishing simulator. And if I've said anything to you in the past, to have a successful fishing game or sports game, you want it as least like the fishing game, fishing experience or sporting experience as possible. It's like in season 1, Kirby's golf course, Kirby's dream course was the winner. Nothing like golf. It's a golf game. Nothing like it. It's super gamified. That's what makes it a fun video game. In the same way, when you have a fishing simulator, not everybody's cup of tea. Now, again, I think we get the boys together. We get a good boat. We get some Joe Diffie on the radio on the JBL. We get some cold DPs in the cooler. The vibes are high. Weather's good. Low 80s, wind blowing. Wind not blowing too hard because then the fish won't bite. Cow standing up. Vibes are good. Bro, we could be out on the water all day. All day. One of the best Saturdays I can imagine. Or all the boys playing Super Nintendo IGL, hanging out. Mark Davis. Got a whole Saturday to kill. It's a good time. But if you only got an hour or two, and you're just trying to scratch that itch for some retro fun, and you're trying to get a lot of dopamine hits and hit the next platform or beat the next boss, and you want that quick next thing, it's not very gaming that way. It's not everybody's cup of tea. So Mark Davis, for those reasons and reasons more, you must leave today. You got to head off the island. You know what that means? Call him. Call him out. Let's get them boats. Boat's on its way, Mark Davis. And the boat's going to pick you up. You're going to put your things in it. Good thing is, Mark D, that you're going to be able to go see your family. But you will be sitting on the couch for the next episode of Retro Survivor. Going to be at home. My boy Rob says, somebody get the hook. Michael B says, I see a season of RS in the future for games that the audience let down. Darius Twin, Mark Davis, Buster. You lost me at Buster. But yeah, I let Darius Twin down. Oh, bye, Mark Davis. The boat is leaving. Bye, everybody. Wave bye. No, we're not going to do it. I'd be too sad. I like Mark Davis. So, yeah, we might have a, I don't know what kind of season. So, like Big Brother, they have a celebrity season, and Survivor has something similar to where maybe we could have a, they're their own loser celebrity season. All the victims that we've let down. Maybe let them have their own season. That'd be kind of fun. That's a good idea. Ooh, Rob says that's a great idea. Redemption Island. I like it. I like where your head's at. But it's also another reason to have Buster in my show. That's the hang up for me. That is the hang up for me. All right, guys, that is the vote. So join us next week at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will have another episode of Retro Survivor. Again, very sorry about not catching any fish today. I did what I could. Actually, I caught one, but it was a dink, and then the other one got off the hook. But man, very sorry it didn't work out in the way I thought. And I think because of that, that led to his eviction. And I feel somewhat responsible. But man, we are down. Before I say goodbye, I just want to remind you guys, look at who we have left. Look at that, guys. We got Super Off-Road. People love that game. Gradius 3, one of the best side-scrolling shoot 'em ups. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Everybody that I talk to that plays the Super Nintendo is nostalgic for that, John. You got Bubsy. It's rabid crazy fans, which I don't understand, but there's a lot of them. Ninja Gaiden, huge legacy game. People love that game from the NES. Huge franchise. Still got games coming out that people rave over. Blackthorn, possibly one of the coolest games out there on the Super Nintendo. Possibly one of the coolest games out there. Even had people on X like who I mentioned, James earlier in the show. He was like, "Please, dear Lord, tell me that Blackthorn hadn't been eliminated." I mean, we got some super fans of Blackthorn. Psycho Dream, one of the vibiest games out there, and I've heard so much about this game that as soon as it got an English translation, I had to review it because I've heard so much murmuring about how vibey and stylistic this game is. So, man, we are down to some heavy hitters. We're down to some heavy hitters. So, tune in next Monday. Also, on Mondays on X, I run a little bit. It's called Marketplace Mondays. It's only exclusive to X. If you follow me on X, during the weekend, I look through my small town Louisiana Facebook Marketplace. I usually find something retro gaming related, which is absolutely ridiculous that you probably won't find anywhere else besides out here in the sticks. And like 2 weeks ago, somebody was selling a large hardwood tabletop that was in the shape of a Nintendo controller, an NES controller. For what reason that person made that and painted it, I have no idea. So then I asked my followers, I was like, "Do you think that my wife would enjoy me coming on with this? Do you think?" Lucas obviously said no and led me into the right direction. But I never bought it, so we'll never know. And then, dude, this past week, there was a Sega Genesis and some games, and just the description, every sentence was funnier than the last. Like the first sentence was, what did it say? Oh, one of the controller buttons doesn't work, but all the other ones do. What gamer plays with a controller where one of the buttons don't work? Raise your hand if you do. Anybody? No. Unless you're playing like with a PlayStation 2 controller and it's the L3 button, every button on a controller is pretty dang important. So no, I don't want the controller that comes with it. So you can go ahead and throw that out. And then it literally said, "I don't have the power cord to the Sega Genesis. Don't know if it works. You'll have to test it when you buy it." Okay, well, that doesn't make me feel confident. And then at the end, it said, "Oh, by the way, you must come get it. I won't meet you." It's like, what a salesman. I have to come get it. Your controller don't work. You literally called everything junk besides the games you're offering. It's like, bro, salesman out here in the sticks, bro. It's crazy when you just live out in the middle of nowhere, which you'll find on Facebook. So anyway, in the spirit of Mark Davis, I'm going to keep my get up on for a little bit longer, but I will see you guys next Tuesday at 4:30. Hey, can you still play Sonic with just 2 buttons? You technically can, but what about the next game you boot up? What about the next game, Lucas? Yeah, nobody plays unless you're playing again with a PlayStation 2 controller and it's the L3 button. I'm trying to think of a more useless button on a controller. Because you would play some R3s you could use with like shooters, the R3 on the PlayStation 2. L3 hardly anything I can think of that comes to mind. Sonic 2. Oh, Lucas, what a wise guy. You can play Sonic and Sonic 2. Yeah, you can play Sonic 2 just besides the Sonic franchise, Lucas. Come on. Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 4:30. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for voting. Check me out next Monday. You can check me out on X, follow Marketplace Mondays, and then you'll be a part of the community poll on YouTube. And I'll have Bubsy in the next running, so we might just see a little bit of that mongoose on my screen next Tuesday. See you later, Lucas. See you guys. Catch you next time.